Hi, it's Heather with another installment of R-Rated Reviews. I don't have a review, but I'm on a new job and I'm just really excited to show it to you. This is a project I've never taken on before. I've done things just like it, but I just want to show you. I am building a bathroom right there. I'm putting a half bath in a basement on masonry into the floor. I'm building a custom sliding barn door so I don't have to dick around with a pocket door. But I just wanted to let you know. And I'll just show you some pictures and stuff along the way if I can. Hi, it's Heather with R-Rated Reviews, and I want to show you where I'm at. So I'm framing a bathroom in a basement. It's been interesting, to say the least, simply because the plumber came and was not able to move the pipe as much as I was hoping he could. So I had to change my plans in framing and frame around the pipe. And that's where I'm at so far. So hopefully, I'm a day and a half behind because a day and a half into the project, he had to move this pipe. This pipe was like up here. He was able to bring it down. But there is, if you can see, there's a 3-inch gap where the wall goes up and out. And he couldn't get the pipe moved in to make it more flush. So I had to frame and box out the window. There's gonna be a big windowsill. Frame that out and come down to make the room plumb and square. So I've got it anchored into the floor with a vapor barrier because I did not want to screw into the old stone foundation, which I didn't need to because I'm screwed in up at the top. I have a sill plate behind here. I have 2x6 back there with a 2x4 here. So I did larger pieces at the top and I did 2x4s at the bottom, but I also didn't want to take away any room. The bathroom is only going to be 4x6 to begin with, and I cannot frame past here because of the ductwork with the furnace. So the room's going to end here. It's going to be 4 feet from the window to where I am, and 6 feet from that side over to that side. I'm putting the subfloor in today as soon as I finish the framing. So I'll show you in a little while. Hi, it's Heather with R-Rated Reviews. I've got all the framing done and the floor is actually already installed. So this is where I'm at. I've got LVP in with a 7/16 OSB for subfloor with DMX one-step vapor barrier. This, I think, the threshold's gonna go over here so I can trim the excess. My vapor barrier is a foam board against the driveway wall. I had to frame some extra around the window. He lowered the pipe from the window down, but he couldn't move it in. So what I've done is I put some extra, it's about an extra inch here, 1.5 inches. I did sister joist on the floor joist above because it turns out we have 6 joists that span the room. These two, this one and this one, are true 2x8s. And then these are the nominal 2x7.5. And then in the middle, I had to go around the gas pipe. So I did the sister joist just a little bit lower, about a 1/2 inch lower on this side than I did on this side. So my ceiling is all level. It is to code. I made sure I left enough access to the gas pipe. But the best part is it's only 6 feet of gas pipe. Same thing with the strain pipe. The clean outs are outside of the room, so I don't have to worry about an access panel to that. But I'm going to put a small access panel in the ceiling here. And then I'm going to put an access panel here just in case this section ever gets clogged and needs to be cleaned out. The access panels that I bought are the 6x9 with frame. Comes a little frame. They're like $11. So this is the framing. The plumber is coming tomorrow. He came today to drop off a macerator toilet. It's going to go in here with the macerator. The macerator is going to go under the bowl. I don't think he knows that yet. The plumber desperately wants to put the macerator on the outside of the wall. But she has storage over here. And it's a plastic box, and she's got big baker's racks and stuff. If it goes out there, it's going to get bumped and banged. He's concerned that if it ever needs to be cleaned out, he's going to have trouble accessing it under the toilet. Then he has to take the toilet out. This is a half bath in a basement for a woman who, when she's working in the yard, wants a quick place to run down and use the bathroom. It's not going to be used all the time other than to keep the gaskets going and not have them dry out. So she'll use it a few times a week. She's not flushing condoms and tampons. So it shouldn't need that much access. Plus, there's going to be plenty of room to just get at it in the back if they need the room. So there's a vanity that's going to come in on this side. He's going to tie in the macerator toilet to the 1.5-inch pipe right here, because the macerator toilet only needs a 1.5-inch drain. And then he's going to put the sink, it's him and his wife, he's going to put the sink drain over here and tie that in as well. I think they've already put their vents in. They were here to do vents last. They put 2 vents in, one for the sink, one for the toilet. I'm going to start drywall as soon as the electrical's done. That runs from junction box over here. So I ran my wire and I've labeled it because there are so many junction boxes down here. There's just stuff everywhere. So I put the switch plate. The switch is going to go here. I ran a GFCI outlet here, just using a regular flat LED. I'll tie the switch in. By then, the plumber can come and put the macerator toilet in. I'm going to start the drywall anyway. The issue I'm having is I have 10 sheets of drywall in my truck. And if you can see, I don't know if you can see the slope of the driveway. It is very icy out. The driveway has a dusting of snow over solid ice. It is -4 degrees today. Christine is 2-wheel drive. So anybody who's not aware of my beautiful, lovely dump truck, Christine, is an 85 Chevy C30 2-wheel drive. And she's parked at the top of the driveway. I have come down the driveway twice for some loading and unloading. I come down and crawl down the driveway. The ground is crunching under my feet. That's Christine's stopping pile. Christine is up the driveway. Believe it or not, that icy slope, I'd rather have her stop into that pile of ice and snow than the 3-car garage that the client has. I'm not about to crash my truck into this house. So, now I have 10 sheets of drywall to get out of the truck, and I haven't decided if I'm going to put it all on a tarp and drag it down the ice like a sled, or if I'm going to attempt, I put some salt melt out earlier. I'm hoping that if I just get Christine to the bottom of the driveway, they're not home right now, I can probably back the truck up enough. 10 sheets of drywall onto the cart, and then onto the fucking truck, and now off the truck, down the stairs, into the basement. It's not going to be fun, but I'm really enjoying this job. Christine made it down the driveway, and she made it back up. And I got all 10 sheets of drywall down the stairs. Oh, I just put a second pair of gloves on. I thought I was going to lose my fingers. And if this plumber thinks he's going to take 3 days to put a fucking macerator toilet in when you're not cutting anything, he dropped it off today so it could acclimate to the temperature. Okay, fine. And then tomorrow, he's going to rough it in, and then the next day come back and install it? What the fuck? Like, he's not going to hold my part of the job up. I've already been flexible. I got the floor done early. I'm on schedule. You know why? Because I bid it with the appropriate amount of time. I'm happy to be here. The client appreciates me being here. And everyone's in a really good mood. Good morning, my peeps. I broke this into 4 phases, giving myself plenty of time for things to go wrong, things that may come up that I wasn't aware of. Thank goodness, because the plumber, 5 trips here so far, just to hook a macerator toilet into an existing 1.5-inch pipe. And instead, he has spent ridiculous amounts of time putting all new plumbing in. And it looks like, I don't know what the fuck this guy did. But 4 phases. I am finished with the mudding. I just have to finish sanding. I'm almost done. I'm going to start priming today. I want to show it to you. Gotta cut a hole for the light. Gotta box that in. I'm up to like just skim coat on the mud. I'm gonna hand sand that. I use my Wen vacuum sander to do the walls, and it was a lifesaver. And then I'm gonna prime. Then next week is all woodworking and finish work, trim, floor molding. I'm making her a custom sliding barn door. So that's where I'm at. Hi. I am finished priming the exterior walls. The ceiling is already painted. Looking good, Mr. Carter. I got my access panels. I can just pop these out with a screwdriver. The vanity was delivered yesterday. It is absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to show you what the plumber did.
5 trips here. He finally put the toilet in. And the following fucking day, it's leaking all over the floor. It's leaking under the new framing. The fucking new drywall is wet. The basement floor is... And he came back today to say it was a valve. So, because the valve was leaking when he installed it, so he tightened it and went home for the day. And then it leaked all night long. So he came back and replaced the valve today, and it turned out that's not what it is. The sewer line that he put in is what's leaking. And he was supposed to tie it into the existing pipe that was already there. But he's got this fucking mishmash all over the place. I thought macerator toilets were so easy to install that a fucking homeowner can do it. He ran a new 1.5-inch pipe behind my framing and took a fucking hole saw and cut through all my studs to put this pipe in. It starts here in the middle of the fucking room. It goes all the way over here. It comes down to here. And then it comes back this way. Then it comes down here. It comes to here. Goes to the macerator. 2 more fucking pipes. And then comes up here. And one day after he installed it, it's fucking leaking. So. And now. Fucking drywall's all wet. And that's the second leak. It leaked all night. She had heaters down here. She had towels. She cleaned it up. It was dry. He came and fixed it. Then as soon as he fixed it, it started fucking leaking again. I just called him. The water is shut off. If the water is shut off and the toilet's fucking empty, where the fuck is the water coming from?
Hi, it's Heather with R-Rated Everything. And I finally have an opportunity that I can give you an update on the bathroom job. It's the first time I have I think 10 minutes and no one's going to be here. So I wanted to show you I think tomorrow's the last day. It's supposed to be. And as long as I don't get any further hang-ups, technically it should be the last day, but it won't be. And I'll explain why. The bathroom is done. The exterior, she went with white walls. I primed them, painted them white. And the trim, we went with just a nice pine. So the outside, I just had to do some caulking. The door frame is in. The walls are in. I'm done. This is actually just for the window. I have to case in the window. I'm going to do that tonight. I'm using a 1x10 because I was not expecting that window, the windowsill to be that deep. With the pipe, I had to bring the wall in, and so it's going to be a really big windowsill. The vanity is in. The plumbing is hooked up. It works. It doesn't leak. And I'm very excited. Floor's in. All the base molding is in. I got to practice my coping skills. I did take those plates off. That didn't work. It was stupid. I didn't use them for the gas pipes. I followed code. I left the required necessary space because half inch on either side of the pipe, and it's up 2 inches in the sister joists. So I didn't need those plates, and I'm all chapped. It's sawdusty down here. So my final project before I'm finished is to case the window, put the trim on, and I am building her a custom sliding barn door. It is almost finished. I have this half is all sanded really nicely. I'm at 320. I may go to 400. This one I haven't sanded at all. Anyway, these are the rails. The next problem I'm going to have, this door is really cool, but I needed to make it custom because of the height. It's 72 inches tall, and it's exactly 30 inches wide with a 60-inch room. Extra 30 here, 34 inch closed on a 72-inch rail. Here's my problem. This pipe is crooked, so there's less room down there than there is here. I have to take the door trim off tonight. This exterior door trim is all going to come off. I'm going to take it home, and I'm going to put it through the planer. Oh, I just tripped over the last fucking piece of wood. So I needed one more piece. I have to put it through the planer. Even at 1x4, it's too thick. I need it to just be a decorative, almost like, what's that fucking stuff? Almost like Luan. So I need to put it through the planer and get it down to as thin as I possibly can so you can see door trim, but it leaves enough room for this door to be able to slide with room. So it's only 1x6 tongue and groove, which is 3/4 of an inch, but then I have a 1x4 on it, so that's another 3/4 of an inch. So this is 1.5 inches, and then the track needs 1.5 inches. But what I think I'm going to do is take the hardware. I had to do this once before. They have to go into studs. I think I'm going to use a hole saw. If I can even get in here. I'm going to cut the drywall out with a little tiny hole saw or a spade bit just to get these installed on the stud itself so that the rail is closer to the wall, because it doesn't need any space. As long as the door can easily slide, this goes on the door and then you just sit it on the rail. So as long as the door slides, I'm going to try to get that extra space, because this is 1.25 inches. If the drywall is 1/2 inch, this will be 3/4 of an inch out. And I think that might be enough. Luckily, this is where the door has to stop. So the spot where there's the least amount of clearance, technically the door only has to go to here. The rail is 72 inches long. I have more room on this side, but if you can see how crooked the pipe is. So the pipe is down there, and then when it comes here, it comes in. And I can't move it because it goes here, over there. I already have to move the straps because there's not going to be room for the rail. I'm going to see if I can squeeze out a tiny little bit without damaging the pipes, but I'll take my measurements first. But I'm really proud of myself. Oh, here's why I won't be done tomorrow. My work will be done tomorrow. And on time, shockingly. But that jackass plumber, I had another plumber come in because there was a leak. The drywall's damaged. I mean, wait till I show you. So I brought my plumber in. He actually said that this is correct. He said one is a vent, one is discharge, and that he actually did it the right way. Here's the problem. We just cut my brand new drywall open. That's why this is not installed yet. I can't put that on until he fixed the drywall. He initially wanted an access panel and then said he didn't need one. So now that I had to cut the fucking drywall out, let's get an access panel going in. I am not coming back to fix it until after he is done. And wait till he hears that he has to take the toilet out. Because in order for us to find the leak, I had to cut the interior drywall open. The leak, he's calling it a faulty valve that came with the new macerator. It's not true, because before he left for the day, he was talking to his wife, who doesn't shut the fuck up. I'm bringing headphones for her tomorrow. He said, I don't know, maybe we just didn't push it in all the way. And she's like, no, I read the directions. Well, my plumber, as soon as he saw the pipes, I found the leak. He's like, oh, pipe's crooked. He didn't push it in all the way. So the fucking guy knew that he didn't push it in all the way because he messed up his hole saw holes. Look, see how crooked this is? This one's straight because he got his hole saw hole correct. He marked all the plumbing, put it all in, and then took it apart so I could drywall, put it back together, and made his hole saw holes. Then, this is crooked. So it goes, the hole he drilled was in the wrong spot. So he yanked this, made it crooked, forced it through, and then when it wouldn't go any further, it went in crooked. And my plumber said, you only have one chance to put those in correctly, because unless you can get it apart without damaging, and you can't, you have to order a whole new piece. That part wasn't coming in for 4 days or 5 days, and that's why he couldn't stop the leak. It was literally dripping from the connection. I taped this. All it did was drip right from where his pipe goes in. This piece is not faulty. He can say it's faulty all he wants. I guarantee you that when he comes and cuts the pipe out and redoes it, he'll put it in fucking straight this time. And when he puts it in straight, it will fit all the way in and there won't be a fucking leak. And he doesn't know that we had another plumber here. So it would just be so much more respectful of him if he would just say, I made a mistake. But he won't. He just keeps lying. He just, oh no, it's the valve. It's not the fucking valve. And he doesn't know we know. So now I have to come back and fix the drywall. And I'm not doing it until he is done fixing this leak and putting the pipe in correctly. And then he can move the fucking toilet. And this is why we like to put the macerator on the outside. Shut up, bitch. It's like, you're not the fucking plumber. Sit on the floor and put purple shit on the pipes and just fucking be quiet. She asked me the other day, why are you putting sand paint on the ceiling? I said, because that's where it goes. You know, why are you doing sand paint? Because that's what the fucking client wants. Go outside, mind your own business. So anyway, when that's done, my job will be done. And I'm going to add more work because that was nearly perfect drywall. I had to cut it open because of this stupid fuck. I think that he made a mistake simply because his wife doesn't shut up and she keeps distracting him. And she interrupts him. It's probably a good chance that it was just a simple mistake. He just needs to own it. And she has to shut up. It's going to take me like a half a day to get back there and cut out pieces and then fucking mud it, wait for it to dry. I mean, I'm not going to paint it again. I'm not doing it for free anymore. So, I built my first bathroom from start to finish by myself. Oh, I did the plumbing for this thing, by the way. It doesn't leak. I'm so happy with my work. Just had to get that done. I'm going to work on that tonight so that tomorrow when he's working on the plumbing, I can just stay out here, out of his way, work on the door, get it hung, and then the sliding barn door is going to go there. And I'm all done. Well done to all the new people and all those awesome chicks that left me comments about my awful whiny, dramatic fucking lip liner video. Have a great night. Holy shit. I got the barn door up. I had to take the ductwork down in order to be able to get the door in. This whole piece down to here, I had to disconnect. Look at this space. Check this out. And that's where it stops. It doesn't actually has to stop here. So it has even more room. Look at that beautiful, that tiny little gap. And it fits perfectly. I'm pretty proud of it. I had to reconfigure the fitting on the gas pipe. The rail is slightly recessed. I had to use my router to mortise a half an inch into the top of the door. I had to cut the door again. 5/16 on each end, but you can't really tell. And look at the clearance. Ooh, ooh. That is such a pretty door. I got the 1x4 trim put back up around the door without having to send it through the planer. I just had to cut it short and put it underneath the track, and there's none above it. But you can't see it because the rail's in the way. The window has been trimmed out. I have to cut in. I did the second coat of paint. It's definitely a big windowsill, but it's really pretty and it brightens up the room. She said it looks great. And we haven't heard from the plumber. So a week ago Thursday, today's Sunday, Super Bowl Sunday. A week ago Thursday, he put the toilet in. Friday it was leaking. He came on Saturday, said there was nothing he could do to stop the leak until a part came in, like for 5 days. Wednesday or Thursday. And Monday he called that the order had just gone in because the place wasn't open on Saturday. She finally went off on him. She's been pretty patient. She's like, I've had it. So they were supposed to be here Wednesday or Thursday. No Wednesday, no Thursday. No call. No Friday. No Saturday. No Sunday. No call. So I have acetone with me. I'm going to try to get the pipe apart and fix it myself. I told her if I fix it, don't pay the rest of them. She didn't fucking pay me that because now I'm losing money on this job. But I still love it. Confusing. I have to fix that. Look at my coping. I didn't do those cheesy 45-degree miter cuts. I did it with my coping saw. My carpentry instructor would be so proud. Hi, it's Heather with R-Rated Reviews, and my client is listening to a book on tape, and she has 7 minutes left. So I want to show you the bathroom. The repairs from the drywall being cut out because of the leak from the toilet are fixed. I just have to sand and mud and repaint it today. So this was all redone. I have to sand it, and it's getting another access panel, whether they want one or not. Beautiful barn door. And I made a panel back here, so that way if they have another leak, you can just pop that piece of drywall off. I use my coping saw to get around that pipe. There's my big huge shelf. Hung the towel rack yesterday in a little mirror. Oh, that wasn't computer wires in there. It was doorbell. And then there's a clean out trap there. Perfectly. Look at that. And then I can put that piece of trim on when I get the drywall done.
I can't believe I did it. I'm so proud of myself. And the electric, I didn't pigtail anything because the junction boxes had so many different wires going in. When I turned the power off to the bathroom, the light went off and the switch did not. The switch was still hot. I was like, I'm not fucking with it. It's someone else's house, I don't do electric. I had to put another outlet in because of the toilet, the macerating one. So I put the GFCI here and then ran the wire to the other outlet to the switch, to the light in the ceiling. And instead of pigtailing it, she had plenty of room in a breaker box. I was like, Mary, I'm not fucking with your electric. I'm running a new wire from the box right here. And I labeled it along the way. That was so much safer than fucking with somebody else's junction boxes. So, this is the bathroom I built. It's the first bathroom I built from start to finish. Questions and comments, please feel free to leave them. And please hit like and subscribe. Have a great day.